How do you know if you are better off staying married or getting a divorce? Only you know the answer to that question. Sometimes a marriage is worth saving and sometimes it isn't. It is important to face the realities of divorce and not just the fantasy of divorce. Infidelity is usually the cost and very destructive, and often fatal, to a marriage. There are some gender differences in how men and women view extramarital relationships, although these are generalizations. It is not true in every instance that women seem to be drawn into adulterous relationships initially through emotional attachments while men are more likely attracted sexually. Often, the betraying spouse wants to get things over quickly, usually the spouse proposing to divorce or the one secretively hiding their infidelity. They will try to cover it up with empathy so that the betrayed spouse will not experience too much emotional distress, and the adulterous spouse will be willing to live with the pain of guilt. Discovering the betrayal and anticipating the potential loss of the person most important in your life causes great distress. Unlike the trauma of death, which has an end and can be compensated for by positive elements in the relationship, infidelity undermines all that is good in the relationship and the pain seems to have no natural end point. Marriage and love have nothing in common, they are just as far apart as each end of the poles. In fact, antagonistic to each other. No doubt some marriages have been the result of love, but then often loss, however, because love could assert itself only in marriage. Much rather is it because a few people can completely outgrow this institution. There are today large numbers of men and women to whom marriage is not but a farce, but who submit to it for the sake of public opinion. That marriage is a failure none but the very stupid will deny. One has but to glance over the statistics of divorce to realize how bitter a failure marriage really is. Nor will the stereotyped argument that the laxity of divorce laws and the growing looseness of women account for the fact that every 12th marriage ends in divorce. When the wife tells the husband very matter-of-factly, saying that she needs her space is a total cop-out, it simply means she has grown apart and couldn't stop what she wants and she is looking for. She will have no remorse, and will surprise the husband even given the fact that they had spent long years on their relationship together. With no regrets or attempting to improve to resolve conflicts, or even suggest to increase their interest in spending time together. And, although the reality of that statement, the words "I want a divorce" initially will make him very anxious and distressed, he will agree because of pride that they were no longer happy together and didn't see the point in continuing as well. Frankly, neither party will be the same person in 5, 10, or even 20 years. Their goals, ideals, perspectives, and interests can all change as they evolve. This isn't a bad thing. However, as both move along, Thea lives as an ever-changing being. Both will have to face the reality of change. Neither of them will be the same people in the years to come. Both have to realize that they will both change, and have to strive for changes that allow them to remain connected in a affable way. If this blog has much meaning to you, and you can relate, I want to hear your thoughts. Thank you for listening, and as always, my best regards to all of you.